Hello everyone and welcome to Past the Post. My name is Michael Ados and we're going to go over some of the best racing from around the world. We also have 3 meetings here in the UAE and we will go over to Australia to check out some massive group action at Caulfield. Let's kick things off with Al-Ain, which had 8 races on the 29th of November. First race of the evening was a handicap for purebred Arabians, 0 to 75, 4-year-olds and upwards, 70,000 on the line, and a marathon 2,000 meters for these sorts. The race was won by Nasif, getting Salam Al-Marar another win on the year. Bernardo Pinheiro, the jockey, kicked off what had been a very productive weekend for him. Richard Mullen was second with Mizna, with Al Hazem back in third and Tag O'Shea. The final margin of victory was just over 2 lengths.
Nassif the threat over on the far side with 350 to go, puts the nose in front here. AFL Hazem tries to respond. Misna the near side sticking on. It's Nassif the leader, 250 metres left to go. AFL Hazem staying on with Misna. Nassif still though in front though for Salam Al-Marar and Bernardo Pinheiro looking to take out the first here. He cut the corner, cut the ground. A nice ride this one, and Nassif comes clear here in the late stages. Nassif 2 lengths here on Misna, who stuck on very gamely. Third across AFL Hazem, just wasn't his day today.
Second race of the weekend was a maiden for 4-year-olds and up, purebred Arabians, over that Al-Ain dirt and 70 grand on the line, 1,800 meters, backing up about 1 furlong. Richard Mullen and Dennis O'Brien finished second in the previous race, but won this one outright with Macnoon charging down the outside, beating out Kadir des Arnets and Caobs de Litre. Dennis O'Brien got his overdue first win of the season, while Richard Mullen got his second.
But Bilal de Monlau is the one to chase. Bilal de Monlau from Caobs de Litre. Combat Hyperlight sticks on. Macnoon the near side. Arif over on the far side along with Kadir des Arnets. It's Caobs de Litre from Bilal de Monlau. Kadir des Arnets the far side. Combat Hyperlight paddling away. It's Kadir des Arnets though over on the far side in the Borsley Orange, who hits the lead here for Simon Cock with 200 metres left to go. Caobs de Litre. Macnoon though out when it's all too late. Macnoon over Kadir des Arnets. Macnoon for Richie Mullen and Dennis O'Brien on the board here at Al-Ain. A length on the line. Kadir des Arnets a close second and a good run.
Third race of the evening was a handicap 75 to 100, rated purebred Arabians on the dirt 80,000, also over that 1,800 meters. Is Latam gave Hamad Al-Marar and Bernardo Pinheiro another victory on the season, and it was a double for Bernardo on the night so far. Hamad Al-Marar continued his impressive strike rate in the process, winning this race by 3.5 lengths over Kashmir.
ES Latam takes over inside the 300. ES Latam here from Kashmir, Al Mansour NF. ES Latam here going to try and pick up another winner here for Hamad Al-Marar in the season. Coming clear here late. It is going clear. ES Latam. ES Latam comes and brings it beyond doubt. ES Latam 3 lengths on Kashmir. Running on from the back late was Oxford.
The fourth race of the evening was a purebred Arabian maiden for 3-year-olds, 70,000 on the line, and over the 1,600-meter mile distance. Ahmed Al-Baherbi and Ben Cohen have been a lethal team together and once again got this one done. This was over the slightest of margins over Sajir. The winner was Al-Burhan Madison. Ray Dawson was aboard the runner-up, also trained by Meherbi. Athbi Al-Shahania was back in third for Sylvester de Sousa.
Green, Saad DZ and Al-Burhan Madison the inside sticks on along with Makaram. Then came next in running Rad, followed by Lovey DeFost, and back in the field running on was Al Musharraf X-Man saw it. Saad DZ, Al-Burhan Madison trying to get on level terms the far side. Saad DZ, a narrow leader. Al-Burhan Madison inside the 200 trying to peg it back here. Al-Burhan Madison getting the better here of Saad DZ in the late stages, but running out of real estate. Al-Burhan DZ, Saad DZ, Al-Burhan Madison up the inside, fights, dives for the line and gets it. Al-Burhan Madison right at the death knock gets the win from Saad DZ.
Fifth race of the evening was a maiden for 3-year-old filly purebred Arabians on the dirt, 70,000 on the line, also over that mile distance. Sylvester de Sousa, who placed in the previous race, got it done in this one with Rahiba, a Muhammad Al-Shamsi trained sort, over Watira by just over a length. Ray Dawson was aboard the runner-up for Ibrahim Al-Hadrami, who's having a good season himself. Kazain was back in third, also trained by Hadrami.
Up in front, Watira. Rahiba getting on level terms. The outside coming with some momentum. Back on the field, on the inside, Ryan Delhosen and also Tara AW. It's Watira. Rahiba getting down to work now. D'Souza trying to get Rahiba to lift the outside. Watira with the advantage though. Watira from Rahiba. Rahiba takes the lead here in the late stages. Rahiba coming away with it. She handled the dirt today. Rahiba, the length on the line, beats home. Next over there was Watira.
The sixth race of the evening was a handicap not to 80 for 4-year-olds and up, purebred Arabians on the dirt, 70,000 on the line, over 7 furlongs. Ernst Ertel and Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda got another one in the win column in this one, with Taigo Shea aboard Thawati, beating out Easy Lap in the process. ES Janjal was back in third. The final margin of victory was a length and a half.
AF Thawadi goes up to the outside of El Momayaz, working through now Sadara, then came up on the running rail was Al Delhab. Rebel Deloop working through now. Rebel Deloop starting to appear here, working on the inside. Moharam, deeper out on the course, Bahar Atlas, JR Patriot. It's Easy Lap the leader. Rebel Deloop's got the stitch now. AF Thawati, the inside Al Delhab. It's Easy Lap the leader from AF Thawati. Easy Lap from AF Thawati. Inside the 100 metres they go. AF Thawati with one last dive at Easy Lap and takes over in the late stages. Ortel on the board tonight. AF Thawati beats home Easy Lap.
They kept the gate in the same spot for the next one over 7 furlongs. Race 7 was a maiden for 4-year-old and up UAE-bred purebred Arabians. This one saw Sheikh Mansour's Wathba colours get it done with Hadaf al-Wathba. Saif al-Balushi was aboard for Khalifa al-Niyadi. Jap A'ash was back in second under Lorenzo Puzzulu. The final margin of victory was 2.5 lengths.
Focusing to the far side here, where it's Hadaf al-Wathba who takes over the running from Jap Aj. Running on Bahia, Fakir al-Wathba. Hadaf al-Wathba under Saif al-Balushi, the leader, and he's coming away from them here. Jap Aj sticks on in the late stages, trying to cut back the margin here. It is Hadaf al-Wathba a length, now 2 lengths. Jap Aj coming off his back here to try one more run. Hadaf al-Wathba the leader. Jap Aj tries, but Hadaf al-Wathba for Saif al-Balushi comes clear late, and it is Hadaf al-Wathba 2.5 on the line. Beats home Japaj.
And in the nightcap, the Wathba colours were back at it, winning the other side of this split race. Another maiden for 4-year-olds, not purebred Arabians, over that 7 furlongs. This one was a 1-2 for those colours, as Nisreen al-Wathba beat out Rasik al-Wathba. Jules Mobian was aboard for Eric Lamartinelle, while Oscar Chavez was aboard for Jean-Claude Bicou on the runner-up. The final margin of victory was just over a half length, with Dominant back in third with Ray Dawson for Jabber Bitar.
Wathba with enough in hand at the moment. 200 metres left to go. Nisreen al-Wathba trying to run straight here to level up to the outside of Rasik al-Wathba. Doing it now. Come to the inside. It's Rasik al-Wathba from Nisreen al-Wathba. Nisreen al-Wathba coming late. Nisreen al-Wathba home and hosed.
The second meeting of the week was over at Jebel Ali, which hosted 7 races on Saturday afternoon, November 30th. The Arabians, as usual, kicked off the card with their only race of the afternoon. The 1:30 affair was 0 to 70 rated 4-year-old and up UAE breds and 50,000 on the line over the straight 7 furlongs up the demanding hill. AF Muhem got Ernst Ertel and Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda another win on the weekend, this time with Alexandra da Silva in the saddle. It was a dominant win by over 6 lengths, beating out Zamam for Jabber Bitar. Air Force X Mansour rounded out the top 3, while Taigo Shea on the well-fancied AF Tajni was back in 4th.
It's AF Muham, the leader, from AF Tajni, the second stringer here, coming clear in the late stages. AF Muham, he's got 4 or 5 lengths now on AF Tajni, running on from the back, Zamam along with Baja, but AF Muham has run them ragged up in front. AF Muham coming clear, the margin, half a dozen lengths, some win here. AF Muham coming clear to take the first from Zamam in second, third over AF Horse X-Man, saw AF Tajni.
You know, funny, in the parade ring, I saw him and I thought, shit, that's a nice horse. And oh, it's my horse. So, you know, that's when I thought, okay, I think he's got a big chance. So he looked great. He looked in great form today.
And off this, we don't know what the handicapper's going to do, but he has some room as far as wiggle room as far as the handicap level with odd 0 to 70.
Yeah, you know, he's actually a very solid horse. He always runs in these sort of races and he's placed. So I think today he was most probably flattered a little bit. So I hope that he's not too harsh on him because, he's got solid form behind him and he's not a new horse.
The second race of the afternoon up the hill, and also the first race for the thoroughbreds, was the Al Shavar Investment Stakes, a maiden for 3-year-olds and up on the dirt, 60,000, and also up that 7-furlong demanding straight course. Symbol of Power making his first start in the country as son of Frankel, previously trained by Charlie Appleby, won impressively, staying to the outside rail under Danny Tudhope and powering clear by 3 lengths at the wire. It was a 1-2 for Oasis Stables as Algernon finished second. Acclaimed to royalty, a bit of a long shot at 31-1, ran well to finish third.
Algernon trying to get on level terms here with Granted Wish. Granted Wish now asked for. Granted Wish past the 400 metres, passed by Algernon at the bottom of the hill as he starts to rise up here. It's Algernon the leader. Granted Wish not over and done with, looking for a response over on the far side, Camden. It's Algernon from Granted Wish grinding away, and from last over on the near side part of the course, Symbol of Power coming from a long way back. Look at Symbol of Power, last to first here. Symbol of Power and Algernon. Symbol of Power coming up the outside running rail. Symbol of Power comes on to win. Symbol of Power, a good win. 3 wins, 3 lengths on the line, beats Algernon.
Impressive horse considering only his third start, first time here. Had you been on him before?
I had, yeah. To be honest, I thought maybe 14 would be, a bit sharp for him. I think he's a horse that will be better when he goes up in distance. But, the hill here was a strong headwind as well, and I thought they went pretty quick, the jockeys, and I was happy just to, let my horse go into a rhythm. And a long way out, I thought I had a good chance. So, I knew he'd pick up well and come home up the hill very good, and he did do.
Looking at the way the field was kind of laid out, you were on the outside there. When did you kind of decide to sort of stay toward the rail instead of joining the pack?
When I was getting a kickback, to be honest. No, it was quite bad, and he didn't really like it. So I brought him away from the field, and a nice clear run.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah, it helped him anyway.
The third race of the afternoon was a non-winners 2-year-old affair, also known as a novice in the UK, and this race was won by a horse that won just 2 weeks ago on his debut, Rameh. Michael Costa trained this one. Ray Dawson was in the saddle for His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The Jebel Ali Gold beat out the flashy silver of FMQ Stables' Faisal Al-Khatani owned Dubai, only his second runner in the UAE. Sir Harmony was back in third.
It is Nadawi still the leader by about a short head. Dubai the far side in second. So Harmony travelled well held together from Shuf Phoenix, who's now scrubbed along. He's the first to throw up the white flag. Rameh trying to work through here. Nahash on the back foot here slightly. And further back was Ars Lebnan. It's Sir Harmony who takes over the running. Sir Harmony, as he makes his way up the hill, extends. Rameh trying to give chase here. Sir Harmony wanting to lug out here. Sir Harmony from Rameh. Dubai over on the far side from Nadawi, then came Shuf Phoenix. Nahash is gone, and Ars Lebnan the same. Rameh picking up the middle here from Dubai. Sir Harmony, Dubai over on the far side from Rameh. Rameh lifting though. Rameh coming clear. Rameh wins a half length over Dubai. Very brave. Sir Harmony paddled across the line into third.
Rameh gets it done, a son of Win-Win-Win. It was a Grade 1 winner over 7 furlongs himself. This is a horse that, much like his father, we had mentioned earlier, he kind of just wins by so much, and he's won 2 races in a row now on a quick return.
Yeah, he's a pretty laid-back 2-year-old, and he's just a pleasure to do everything with. Saddling up, he just stands there, got a great brain, and you can just see that he's slowly progressing in track work. He just does what he has to. So you can't go into the races with too much confidence, but he's got that style of horse that maybe you put him with something better, he'll put his head in front. So we'll just see.
Last time, I know that it was almost more toward a trial than an actual race. It's 4 horses, and he almost just went through the motions. Did you have a lot of confidence bringing him back on short rest?
Yeah, he pulled up great. There was nothing physically. He'd really come on from the run. I thought he was a little bit wintry the first out run and needed it. And it looks like that the further he goes, the better you'll get.
The fourth race of the afternoon was the feature, an 85-105 rated affair for 3-year-olds and up, 96,000 on the line, also up the 7-furlong course. Assad Zabil, taking a drop in class here in those Shadwell colours, got it done impressively under Sylvester de Sousa by 2.5 lengths at the wire. Musaba Al-Mahari trains this son of Dubawi. Mothog was back in second, while the old boy Everfast ran well to be third.
Mortog, as they approach the bottom of the hill, goes for the doctor here. A length now on Everfast, who starts to present here from Assad Zabil. Street Mood, Sadati's beaten. Deep Hope was next from Iron Forge. Mortog battles on here with Assad Zabil. Everfast, it's Assad Zabil from Mortog. Assad Zabil, though, staving off Mortog in the late stages. Assad Zabil comes through, and it's an Almeri double. Beats home Mortog. It was Brave into second.
Silvestre de Sousa gets it done on Assad Zabil. His first start since March. It had to be a pretty promising first run for the season.
Yeah, he's a fresh horse, and for this is begin the season, it's nice to pick up a nice prize money. And I think he's a bit more to come off the horse. And we all have the hound, the work has been thrown to us,
Going through the run, I could see you kind of, I don't know if you had your eye on him, but you were kind of had the same running position as Pat Dobbs to the inside. You were kind of looking for the same spots there. But you seem to have much more of an answer when the real running happened.
Yes, and I was with my stablemate early on in the race, and I felt the horse was traveling strongly well, and I just was want to deliver late as well, and he's one of the highest rated horses in the race. So, no, he's a nice horse going forward, and obviously we went for the gap was there for us,
And he seems to be, he's a few runs with the yard now. Do you think he has room for improvement from here?
I think so, he's getting old and he get a little bit wise as well. So, and we're just trying to keep him fresh and sweet at home, and he delivers.
Fifth race of the afternoon was a handicap for 0 to 95 rated 3-year-olds and up, 84,000, and back to the 6 furlong sprint distance. Yotard ran well here, son of Shamardal, only making his third start and first for Michael Costa. Ben Cohen, first rider for Jebel Ali Stables, got the win. Hassim was back in second, another bridesmaid performance for the son of Fast Night Rock, while Major Cinnamon ran well to be third.
Major Cinnamon leads a neck. Yatarad's second, ever given up to third, but he's spent some petrol to get there. Hassim works through over on the far side from Al Abed, Shanagai City. Kalbarg starting to get some pressure as well. Yatarad the leader, half a length now on Major Cinnamon, who tries to go with him as they head up the rise. Hassim running on as well, along with Al Abed. Then came Kalbarg. It's Yatarad and Hassim. Hassim the far side. Hassim really presenting, giving Yatarad a run for his money. Yatarad from Hassim. They drop away from Major Cinnamon. Hassim the far side, lifting under it. Hassim, Yatarad, down to the line they come. Oh, that's tight.
His horse that's improved from his first run. He jumped and travelled today, was probably a lot more professional. And yeah, he toughed it out near the line.
And were you able to get on him in the morning? Did you know a lot about him? Because he seems to be a horse that has not too many runs already and just has a lot more to bring.
Yeah, I've ridden him at home. He can be quite lazy at home, so I wasn't probably giving him enough credit for how much pace he has, but he surprised me there today.
It's got to be tough in this yard, especially because multiple horses often come into the race. You have a tough decision as the number one jockey.
Yeah, look, it's a nice problem to have, I suppose, but look, I picked wrong in the first today, but look, that's going to happen, so you get used to it.
The sixth race of the evening was a clinic of sorts as Silvestre de Sousa and Waukit went right to the lead, slowed it down, and won impressively by 6.5 lengths. The win gave Prainer Marwal and Abade his first win of the season. Ghost of the Mambo was back in second for Zabil, while Venetian Style for Ahmed bin Harmish was back in third.
Silvestre de Sousa having a look over the left shoulder to see who he's got coming at him. Venetian Style starting to present here, but hasn't found all too much. Goes to the Mambo, looking for a run here in behind the leader. Still with yet to find some running room there. Al Faris was next, City King. Hamam drops away from Al Warit. It's Waket the leader. Waket finds a little bit more here. Waket 2.5 lengths as they start to climb the hill from Ghost of the Mambo. Then came Venetian Style. Al Faris was next. Al Warit now starting to paddle, coming from a long way back here, but it's Waket up on the inside. Waket coming clear here. 3-4 lengths on Ghost of the Mambo. Next in running Venetian Style. Al Warith can do no more. It is all Waket. Waket gets another winner here at Jebel Ali. Waket goes on to win by 5.
Marwan Albade has to be over the moon with this performance of Waukit. Silvestre took him to the front. Was that a part of the strategy beforehand?
I mean, honestly, no, but he was supposed to be in the first group. but he trains very well at home, and I was a bit skeptical about his first run, but it ended up being a win, so I can't complain about that.
You're picking up horse by horse into the yard. How are things going so far for your season?
I mean, hopefully things are going consistently, and I mean, horses are looking good. Horses are running consistent. I mean, that's important. Win is definitely a good thing, but the main thing is horses running consistent and well.
Speaking of consistent, you've been consistently building your stable. How proud are you of yourself so far? You've had a few wins now, and you're tasting a little bit of success.
I mean, yeah, I mean, a win is always nice, honestly, but I had a very big plan last season, but my visa didn't pass by for America. I was planning to go and shadow a couple of the good trainers there to learn more and buy more horses for the UAE season, but it didn't happen. And I thank Nasser Askar for trusting me with his horse, and hopefully things will pick up from here.
And the nightcap, or the afternoon cap if you will, was a 3-year-old and up 9 furlong affair, where Kibo Masaki beat the boys impressively by 6 lengths. The Fasig-Tipton Mid-Atlantic Purchase was impressive in Stakes Company earlier this season, but beat the boys well here in Meydan Company, finally breaking through. Al-Sayef was back in second, with Shuf Dubai in third.
So it's Kibo Masaki as they come down past the 600 metres. Well held together. Shuf Dubai goes up to apply some pressure. Endosa was next. Al Sayef fourth. Nature Watch drops out to fifth. Kibo Masaki now asked to extend the filly. Shuf Dubai tries to go with her, but Kibo Masaki now gets a break of a length. Kibo Masaki from Shuf Dubai. Al Sayef is sitting third. Endosa fourth. Nature Watch fifth. Kibo Masaki over on the far side gets a nice break on them here, the filly. Kibo Masaki coming clear here, the international market favourite, drawing away by 3 or 4 lengths. Al Sayef up to Shuf Dubai to fight out runner-up, but it is no denying the winner, Kibo Masaki, classy in the last.
We head over to the capital for the third and final meeting of the weekend in the UAE over at Abu Dhabi Equestrian Club. 7 races were on tap. We kicked things off with a handicap for 0 to 85 rated sorts, 4-year-olds and up, purebred Arabians, 66,000 on the line, over 11 furlongs. Adil Mushahi continued his impressive year so far, teaming up with his regular guy Sandro Peva and Solo Mio Almari to win. The final margin of victory was just over a length and a quarter, with Rawat Al Reef in second with Danny Tudhope. AF Muhair was back in third. The second race of the night were the non-winners of 2 for 3-year-old UAE-bred purebred Arabian, 66,000 on the line, 7 furlongs. Amota Wasim was very workmanlike here, winning for Ibrahim Al-Hajami and Connor Beasley. Japa Bey was back in second, with SS Rawa in third for Ibrahim Al-Hajami. The final margin of victory was 3/4 of a length. Third race of the evening at Abu Dhabi was a handicap for 0 to 90 rated 4-year-old not purebred Arabians, another 66,000 on the line, this one over 7 furlongs. R. Rawa was very smart here, winning by a length and a half. Another win for Connor Beasley and Ibrahim Al-Hajami teaming up well. He was followed by a pair of Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda sorts, AF Al Fahem and AF Rassam. Kala Khalifa Al Nabuda would waste no time getting back to the win column, following up with a 1-2 finish in the 0-290 4-year-old not purebred Arabian handicap, 66,000 7 furlongs, and AF Gayar and Taigo Shea won by a half length here over Afam. Amar was back in third, with Mahmouda in fourth. Awath Stallions Cup followed as race 5 handicap 0 to 62 4-year-old and up UAE breds for 70,000 and over 1 mile. AF Al Arik gave Keys Abu Saidi and Abu Bakr Daoud a win on the night, winning by 2.5 lengths over Hokuma. AF Nafis was back in third for Keys Abu. And we move into Stakes Company to end the evening with the Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan National Day Cup, Race 6, a Group 3 affair for 4-year-old and up purebred Arabians, 500,000 dirhams on the line over this mile distance. And the big favorite in the race was Heroes de la Garde, and he did not disappoint, striding on impressively, closing on the outside for Ibrahim Al-Hajami and Connor Beasley, giving them yet another win on the weekend. Back in second was Munir Du Soleil and Ray Dawson, also trained by Hadrami. And back in third was Only Smoke for Abdullah Al-Hamadi with Danny Tudhope in the saddle. And the final race of the weekend in the UAE was the listed Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan National Day Cup for the thoroughbreds. 380,000 dirhams was on the line, also over 1 mile. Julio Alascuaga was gifted Darmithos over the summer and definitely didn't waste time with this sort, winning well for the See the Stars gelding. Patrick Dobbs was aboard, beating out Mokhtareb and Audrey de Vries. Homebrew, making his first start on the grass for Michael Costa, was very impressive, closing on the outside to be third and one to watch. The favorite in the race, Johori, was a disappointment back in 10th. Now let's take a look at the standings here in the UAE. As far as the owners, we have His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Rashid Al Maktoum with 14 victories and a 25% strike rate atop the standings. He also leads the money earned in 1.4 million dirhams. His Highness Sheikh Mansour's Yas Racing is in second with 11 wins and 19 seconds, beating out the 11 wins and 9 seconds of Khalid Khalifa Al Nabuda for the second spot. Al Ajman is back in fourth with 6 victories, while Nazar Askar continues to plug along well with 5. Among the trainers, Michael Costa echoes the 14 wins, 25% and 1.4 million dirhams of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed's Jebel Ali stables. Ernst Artel is back in second with 12 wins, closing the gap. Musab Al-Maheri has 11 wins with a smart 21% strike rate and over 1 million dirhams in earnings. Ibrahim Al-Hadrami continues to do well with 8, while Hamad Al-Marar has a 7 for 24, 29% strike rate, rounding out the top 5. Among the jockeys, Connor Beasley has now a lead with 12 wins and 1.2 million dirhams in earnings. Bernardo Pinheiro and fellow Brazilian countryman Silvestre de Sousa both have 11 wins, with the former's 11 seconds giving him the nod. Ty Gaucher rounds out the top 4 with 10 victories, with Danny Tudhope just behind him. Danny Tudhope has a 17% strike rate. As mentioned, we're going to go over to Caulfield, which had 5 group affairs in Australia. Kicking things off was the Group 2 Sportsbet Sandown Guineas. Snotsanova, 5-1 shot, an offspring of Schnitzel, was very impressive here, winning by a half length over Bitter Creek and somewhere another length back in third. Danny Stackhouse was aboard for Karen Meyer.
And now went for home at the top of the straight. At the 300, Colmar, 2 lengths, Snitsanova, Bitter Creek behind those horses, and then came French Ruler, Bringforth and Pisces. Colmar at the 200, joined by Snitsanova, Bitter Creek the outside, then French Ruler, Bringforth, Snitsanova at the 100. Bitter Creek is trying to pick her up, but the filly is packing too many punches. Snitsanova has won it. A neck Bitter Creek somewhere, Bringforth.
Second race of the evening was a very formful one, as favored New Energy took out the Group 3 handicap Lamaro's Hotel Eclipse Stakes. The Son of New Bay beat out Poison Chalice and Holomans in third. Mark Zara was aboard, also for Kieran Meyer, giving him a Group Stakes double.
Cirileo miss around the corner at the 300 metres. Poison Chalice presented it as a big danger. Then Earlswood, Holy Man's down the outside, and New Energy is next. It's Poison Chalice at the 150, about a length and a half in front of Holy Man's, but New Energy is zigging and zagging and coming through. Poison Chalice at the 50. New Energy's going to have a lunge and get up. New Energy wins from Poison Chalice, Holy Man's, then Earlswood.
The Zipping Classic, a Group 2 affair, followed over a mile and a half. Another favorite delivered as Arapaho, the 17-5 choice, won well for Rachel King and Bjorn Baker. It was 3/4 of a length back to Smokin' Romans, a 14-1 long shot, with Berkeley Square back in third.
Smokin' Romans in front, 300 metres to go. Can't quite sprint away from them though, and here comes Arapaho. Arapaho on the outside joins Smokin' Romans. They set 2 at the 200, but Arapaho under hands and heels went to the front, shown the whip, 3/4 Smokin' Romans. They gap the others. Arapaho is pulling clear from Smokin' Romans, and Arapaho won the Zipping Classic. 3/4 Smokin' Romans, 4 or 5 lengths. Berkeley Square up for third.
The following group affair was the Group 3 Menhari Kevin Hefferman Stakes, where Wellwall, a nice 20-1 long shot, got it done over Arkansas Kid, with Luke Curry aboard the winner for Mike Price and Mike Kent Jr.
the 250. Arkansas Kid yet to be called upon, and now lets down and goes to the lead. Wellwall's getting out late. Arkansas Kid, 100 metres to go. It's not over yet. Wellwall coming at Arkansas Kid. Arkansas Kid and Wellwall ahead, Bobber. Photo finish this. Wellwall, Arkansas from Warney, and then Tuvalu.
And the final of the quintet of group affairs at Caulfield was the Summon Stakes, a Group 3 for 4-year-old Nup, Fillies and Mayors. Another long shot in the making as rumbled again at 25-1. Delivered nicely here by 3/4 of a length over So Glamorous and Electric Impulse. The favorite, Regal Val, at 18-5 was a disappointment, unplaced. Craig Williams was aboard the winner for Michael Trotter.
It's been a brutally run race, and Rumbled Again has gone up and taken the lead very early from Electric Impulse and whacking away. Perfect, who's gone. So Glamorous, Queen of Dragons, and Zasu from a long way back. Rumbled Again, 200 metres to go, 2 lengths in front. So Glamorous and Electric Impulse chasing Rumbled Again, 100 to go. Rumbled Again about a length and 3/4. So Glamorous. Rumbled Again's going well. This has been a terrific win, and Rumbled Again won the last 3/4. So Glamorous, Electric Impulse, Queen of Dragons.
Now let's look at what's coming up this week. We have lots of thoroughbred action. Meydan on December 6th on Friday. And on Saturday, December 7th, we have Jebel Ali. We thank you for tuning in and hope to see you here next week on Past the Post. My name is Michael Adolphson. May you have a great week and may all your photo finishes be winning ones.